Season 5 of La Casa de Papel, Money Heist, is the explosive and emotional conclusion to one of the most iconic heist stories in television history. The professor's meticulously planned operation inside the Bank of Spain escalates into all-out war. The team is trapped inside, grieving the loss of Nairobi and facing brutal military assault. The stakes are higher than ever, and the line between victory and survival becomes razor thin. Season 5 is about resistance, sacrifice, and legacy, offering a powerful finale that balances action with deep emotional resonance. The season picks up with Inspector Alicia Sierra holding a gun to the professor, having discovered his hideout. Meanwhile, inside the Bank of Spain, the team is reeling from Nairobi's death and the trauma of Gandia's rampage. But there's no time to grieve. The Spanish army is on its way, sent by Colonel Tamayo to eliminate the robbers. As pressure mounts, the professor manages to turn the tables on Sierra. He escapes captivity and regains communication with the team, even as Sierra goes into labor and delivers her baby with his help. A significant emotional turning point that gradually shifts her stance toward the robbers. Introduction of Sagasta and the Special Forces. A new enemy enters. Sagasta, a decorated Special Forces commander, leads a team of elite soldiers into the bank. With Gandia as their insider, they storm the stronghold. This military escalation transforms the heist into a war zone. Unlike the police, Sagasta's team has no interest in negotiation. They're there to kill. This phase of the season brings intense cinematic gunfights, tactical battles, and tragic losses, especially as Tokyo emerges as the team's primary line of defense. Tokyo's character arc reaches its climax in Episode 5, the emotional mid-season finale. Surrounded and wounded by enemy forces, and with no escape, she chooses to become a martyr. In her final act, she detonates grenades strapped to her body, killing Gandia and several soldiers in the blast. Her death is a devastating emotional blow for the gang, especially for Rio, who was unable to save her. Narratively, it also brings full circle the role she played as the show's narrator and symbolic heart. Tokyo's sacrifice represents the cost of resistance and the price of freedom. With Tokyo gone, the group is fractured but determined. They regroup and carry on with the original mission, extracting 90 tons of melted gold in granular form from the bank's vault and escaping. Palermo's redemption. Palermo, who was once responsible for much of the internal tension and even Gandia's escape, finally redeems himself. He becomes a focused and committed leader, ensuring that the gold is smuggled through a concealed water drainage system, an idea he had designed with Berlin. Palermo's loyalty, ingenuity, and emotional growth play a crucial role in completing the heist. The professor versus Tamayo outside. The professor continues to manipulate public perception and political pressure. As Colonel Tamayo prepares for a bloodbath, the professor executes a psychological and media warfare campaign, leaking damning information and turning public sentiment further in the gang's favor. He also stages a fake scenario. He claims that the gold has been lost, stolen from the government, causing panic in the financial system. In truth, it's hidden safely by the gang, with the help of Raphael, Berlin's estranged son. Lisbon reaffirms her leadership role, helping the team stay strong emotionally and strategically. Stockholm, who killed Arturo in Season 4, experiences a mental breakdown. She must reconcile her trauma while continuing to protect her teammates and take care of her child, who waits for her outside. These personal storylines add a layer of psychological realism to the heist, emphasizing that war isn't only fought with bullets, but with inner strength. A subplot explores Berlin's past and introduces his son Raphael, a gifted cybersecurity engineer. Through flashbacks, we see Berlin teaching Raphael the philosophy of theft and rebellion. In the present timeline, Raphael and his stepmother Tatiana, Berlin's former wife, steal the gold from the professor. However, in a key final moment, Raphael chooses to return it, honoring his father's memory and acknowledging the professor's larger vision. In the final episodes, the professor enters the bank to confront Tamayo directly. With no gold in sight and the government facing a potential economic collapse, Tamayo is cornered. The professor offers him a deal, publicly claim that the robbers have been killed and the gold recovered, restoring faith in the government. In exchange, the gang disappears with the real gold, and no one learns the truth. Tamayo agrees, choosing pride and peace over destruction. The gang is declared dead but secretly granted new identities and safe passage out of Spain.